Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Will this help? Lightning orb! Airborne beam. My special. Here goes! Lightning orb! Now! I'm astral energy! Full throttle! Dance in the wind! Look sharp!
An astral orb?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Less talking, more doing. Here I go!
Take this!
I'm all started up! Look sharp! Radiant here! Come on! Radiant here! In here!
Smash you!
This'll come in handy. Here goes! Alright! It's showtime! Radiant fly! I'm out of ammo! Sorry! Resuscitation! Primed and ready! And again! Where are you going? Sight! Radiant flash! On guard! I'm all stuffed up!
It's time!
Go here! Radiant Tiger Blade! Denied! Back into the fray! Here! Now! Going in! Radiant Pierce!
Anything in armor is all mine.
I'm out of ammo! This one's mine! I'm all stuffed up! Radiant Pierce! One more! Radiant Pierce! Look sharp! Piercing roar! Radiant Pierce! I'm out of ammo! You're Radiant Light! Going in! Back into the fray! Tiger Blade! I'm ready! Here I go!
You made me angry.
I'll
That
bring
was
you
a
back
bad
from Death's
idea.
Abyss! Resuscitation! Where are you going? I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Resuscitation!
Their arts were interrupted.
There! Radiant Pierce! Radiant Pierce!
Make it ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that thing.
My lady?
Something you want to... Astral energy! Full throttle!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Gotta break through!
Radiant Pierce! Radiant Pierce! Radiant Pierce! I'm out of ammo! Get on in there, look sharp! I'm all stuffed up! It's a duel of the arms!
Finish it!
Lightning guard! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Any chance we could make the next time a little bit warmer?
Does it look like it comes with a thermostat?
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Get lost! Here! Radiant here! I'm walking away! Sight! Gut! Radiant!
Take this!
I'll bring you back from death! No more midnight
The
girl!
airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you truly! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Healing circle! Radiant Pierce! Now! Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Make it
Ellen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Hey, I'm pretty lucky. I sure builds up a sweat with this height.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Let the marksman handle this! Stand in the wind! Sighted! Sleep now! Radiant fly! I'm also good with airborne targets. More with that case around! Annihilation!
Fine freak!
What can they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of that?
No sooner said than done! Stand in the wind! Here! Sleep now!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
I'm not letting off.
Lightning orb! You're radiant now! Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Now! Miasma! I'm out of ammo!
You're on!
Time to burn! Lightning orb! Radiant light! Look shining supernova! Dance in the wind! Radiant here! Make it rain! Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Don't get complacent.
An opponent like this could be easy.
Radiant here! Going in! Here! One more! Out of ammo! Target play! Watch them! Let them mark the wall! Supernova! Here in the wind! Radiant here! Go! Radiant here! Now! Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Here! Miasma! In here! I'm out! Go! Toxicity! You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time. This one's got your name on it!
Act to act.
Don't get careless. You want me? Come get me!
Radiant pierce! Radiant pierce! I'm out of ammo! Dreams!
You're on!
Thunderfield! I'll heal you all! Rocked and ready! It's showtime! Tiger blade! Flare tornado! Back into the fray! Radiant pierce! Constantine! Radiant pierce! Now it's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! No! Hit! Pierce! Whoa! Hey! One at a time! It's over! I'm all Thunderfield! Radiant pierce! The wind! Sleep now! Radiant pierce! It's over!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't put your hands up.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart for your heart content. Astral energy! Full throttle! I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
got a knack for battle.
They're still playing train.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hard to work on. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
What's this thing? Phew, what a rush.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Go no further! Radiant here! Radiant here! Radiant here! Not in your dreams! I'm out of ammo! Lightning orb! Back into the fray! Here! Make it rain! This one's got your name on it! No defense!
Radiant rare!
Radiant here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein. Seal!
My lady?
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! I still got a ways to go.
Go no further! Radiant here! Radiant here! Where are you going? One last chance to win! In here, go!
This one's mine!
Radiant walks away! Get into the fray! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! You're all ready! Miasma! Attack! Will this help? Get on here!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Lightning orb! Here! Radiant here! How's everything on your end?
Got me quiet. Well, right after I finally
Kisara! Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I've been doing really great lately. I'll do my best.
Radiant here! Radiant here! Radiant here! I'm out of ammo!
Can't get out of this!
Back into the fray! It's like here! Radiant here! There! This one's mine!
Ignite!
And again! Radiant here! I'm out of ammo!
Can't end here!
And it's radiant here! Thunder field! Radiant here! Radiant here! One more!
I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade! Saving this one!
Take!
Back into the fray! Got radiant here!
Can't get out of this!
Perfect move! Annihilation! You're a minute heart steel! One more! Now! Here!
All yours, Kisara!
Good to know my training is paying off. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Watch your back! Healing struggle! Heart steel!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember? Radiant here! Radiant here! Lightning! Go! It's over! Lightning!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummel it to me!
Here I go! Radiant
Shattering the pieces!
Attack! Confiscating! It's over!
Finish it!
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Now, what tile? Here I go. Here! And again!
I think...
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
I found... some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Guess I misread the landing. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Menancia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me?
Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Lightning here!
Burn in hell! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? There's lightning orb! Alright, it's showtime! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Dance in the wind! Seal! There's one! I'll be saving this one! Find the shot! Hey, one at a time!
You're mine!
Look sharp! Lightning!
Take it in a bind. What the?
Come on!
You bring! You may be strong, but I'll never be...
This'll come in handy!
Here.
Let's go!
Take this. Here I
Seal!
Enjoy.
Get on in there with the others!
Try harder! My turn!
Elusive deity.
You're mine!
Elusive deity.
Whoa, hey! One at a time! Arch seal! That's what you want!
Ready and raring.
Beyond,
Sleep well.
view this vanquished.
On in there with the others! Magic is out! Go in your seal!
In view this vanquished.
Take the shot!
Lightning orb! One at a time!
Here.
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Now, this'll come in handy!
Take this!
Magic is out! You don't like this!
You'll pay for that! Fluid escape! Take this!
Take this.
Dance in the wind!
With the earth.
Can't move! Enjoy.
Push to our limits.
So we turn it around. Victory or nothing. Back from
Not to split hairs, but it might be worse than nothing.
Take this. You're open. In here.
Enjoy.
Radiant light. I'll be saving this one. Magic is out. Cross blade. And a
Take
jet.
this.
Dance in the wind.
Enjoy.
In here. More
I was
more
overconfident.
Midnight girl. Here goes. Up and at 'em. Let's go. Seal.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. much like you. Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just... What's that big tower over there? Not this way, I guess.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
really just spend that much money?
Hey, that looks... It's pretty good.
Aw, who's a good boy? Wait, why am I petting you?
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Not this way, I guess. 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 Not this way, I guess.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renins can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renins like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renins!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.